Well, the Super Bowl's over, and it looks like I won because I predicted in my article yesterday morning before the game was played that Denver would win the Super Bowl. I made my prediction based on one statistic, and it is that historically, the city with the lowest unemployment rate, that team will win the game. And since the unemployment rate in Denver right now is really quite low, I predicted Denver's team would win the game, and they did. When you're looking at statistics, a lot of times people show correlation between one thing and another. And you have to make the decision, does it follow that just because they happen at the same time that one caused the other? For example, there's a direct correlation between the sun coming up in the morning and how many birds are singing. Well, it makes sense. The rising sun causes the birds to wake up and sing. A direct correlation. On the other hand, is it possible that the Denver Broncos are going to win the Super Bowl simply because a lot of people in their city are working and fully employed? Not likely. So when you look at statistics, be careful. Make sure that one really caused the other. I mentioned something else in my article yesterday that's not so happy. I mentioned that when the AFC team wins the Super Bowl, there's over an 80% chance that year that the stock market will go down. Another correlation. So we call that the Super Bowl indicator. Well, guess what? Here we are, Monday, the day after the Super Bowl, and the stock market was all over the place on the downside today. And I was kind of laughing in the office. I said, look, there it is. AFC won the Super Bowl, stock market's down. The reality is, even though there's a strong correlation between the AFC team winning the Super Bowl and the stock market going down that year, there is no causation in effect here. There is no way that who wins the Super Bowl can affect the stock market for the next 12 months. But that's just simply a statistic that we like to have fun with. It's not so much fun if you lose your money based on faulty statistics. Be careful when an advisor or an article or a publication is trying to show you a correlation and showing every time this happens, that happens, therefore this must have caused that. Analyze the statistic, find out if it makes sense that one is causing the other. Otherwise, you could be in for a big disappointment. By the way, as far as the Super Bowl goes, I have another prediction. I predict that next year's Super Bowl, like this year's Super Bowl, will not be won based on the unemployment rate, but it will be won by the team that scores the most points. This is Dan Weisen with Common Sense Investing from St. Bridget.